What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Day here, back again with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be going over my NYSE, also known as New York Stock Exchange, strategy for oil. I'm not like, bro, with this channel, I'm not really going to be posting like strategy video. That's not what this channel is about. I'm just posting like what I am currently doing, how I am currently trading futures right now. But I'm just gonna showcase how I'm trading like oil, you know, after like these results from like backtesting it was crazy. So I'm just gonna continue like trading it along the way and get more data for y'all, so I can actually like solidify and be like, okay, this is a valuable strategy, right? And if you're coming from my last video, this is gonna be another negative risk to reward video, but I am currently working on a 1-to-1 risk to reward video with Renko. I just feel like, me personally, like Renko works the best with negative risk to reward in my opinion. I explained it in my previous videos. I'm gonna explain it in this video, but Renko really works the best with negative risk to reward. So yeah, but I will be working on a 1-to-1 risk to reward strategy video. I just gotta get like the right parameters. I gotta get the right symbol. I really gotta like crack down on bringing y'all a valuable 1-to-1 risk to reward strategy. And I'm not just trying to like throw out any old like strategy videos for the sake of YouTube views or something like that. Like, no, bro, I'm not like that. Like, I'm really trying to give y'all some valuable Renko strategy videos, and ones that y'all can like hopefully like use during like the future if y'all want to trade with Renko. Literally got into Renko maybe like December, I should say. I traded it before, but not like how I'm trading it right now. Before then, I was trading supply and demand, right? Shout out Doyo, right? And with supply and demand, you see a lot of people online on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever the case may be. You see a lot of people trading supply and demand or fair value gaps, you know, the same stuff. It's the same stuff, just like different like names for it, right? You see a lot of people trading where price comes like back down to a retracement. You're following that volatility up to the like intended direction, right? You don't really see a lot of Renko traders, bro. You don't see a lot of people trading with Renko or anything like that. So I'm taking like a risk trying to like trade another way, and with this way I don't really know like the longevity of my strategies, right? So if you are going to be trading with this, like, disclaimer, like, please like just take into account that I only got maybe like what, like 3 months worth of like data and experience trading Renko. So yeah, like I said, I'm just bringing out strategy videos to let y'all know and see what I am doing and how I am trading futures. So with all that being said, I'm going to be showcasing the strategy video, and then towards the end I'm going to be showcasing the live video, because you know I always gotta, you know, show a live video. I'm not going to bring a video of me trading a strategy and not bringing a live video. You know, that doesn't make sense to me. You know, I gotta like, you know, back it up, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the video. I appreciate you for tuning in, and yeah, let's get this started. Yeah, one more thing before we get started. Shout out to my guy Trayvon. I hope I'm saying that right, bro. And we recently was like talking, chopping it up, and he was saying like he was trying to apply my strategy to, you know, his charts on TradingView, and his numbers were different, right? It was like showing completely different things from his chart and my chart. And he was on TradingView, I was on TradingView, right? And my impressions were that like TradingView and TradingView had like the same kind of like data, but apparently like TradingView doesn't have the same type of like data when it comes to entering the values for Renko on TradingView. With Renko, you could just enter in like the tick size that you want, like 20, 10, 15, whatever the case may be. With TradingView, you're gonna have to actually convert that into like a decimal or something like that. So yeah, but big shout out to him, because I would have never knew that if he didn't come to me with like his charts and all that stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Y'all, so this is gonna be my NYSE, also known as New York Stock Exchange strategy for Renko on oil. It's going to be the first one, micro crude oil. So go ahead and click that. We're going to be setting the tick size to 20, so that means every tick movement is going to be equal to 20. So from here to here is 20, from here to here is 20, from here to here is 20, and so on, so on, so on. If you need like another example on like how Renko works and like the difference between Renko and Japanese candlesticks, definitely check out my my last video, because I already covered all that stuff. You know, I don't want to like sound like a parrot or anything like that. So getting into this one is going to focus strictly on New York Stock Exchange movement, right? The New York Stock Exchange opening. The first rules for the strategy is we're going to be looking for the Renko box. And if I say box equals brick, right? So sometimes I may say Renko box, sometimes I may say Renko brick, right? It's the same thing. We're going to be looking for the very last Renko box that occurs before 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If we come right here, this box occurred at 8:57 a.m. This one occurred at 9 o'clock a.m. This one occurred at 9 o'clock. this one 913, this one 931, right? This right here is when 930 started, right? This is when 930 occurred. This right here, the box before it, is going to be the box that we're focusing on. This one occurred, like I said, 913, and then boom, 930 occurred. So from here to here, like somewhere in the midst, like if I take off my cursor right here, in the midst of right here, while this box was forming, 930 occurred. So we're going to be focusing on this box, since this one basically technically didn't print yet, right? So remember, it's always going to be the last box before 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's say boom, okay, we got our box. It's going to be right here. So remember when I said the tick movement was 20, right? So the second step is we are going to be setting a sell stop, and we're going to be setting a buy stop. So the very top of the box that you identify, it says 76.33 right here. This is the very top. So we're going to be counting 20 ticks. So what's 33 plus 20? 53, right? So 76.53. This is where we're going to set our buy stop. So 76.53, that is where we're going to set our buy stop. So we will come here and press buy stop, right? It says limit right here because, you know, price is actually above it already. So it's going to say, but it's going to say buy stop because it hasn't gone to that area yet, right? So from this same box that we identified, we're also going to be counting 20 ticks to the downside from the bottom of the box. So it says 76.13. So 76.13, counting 20 ticks down will be, I believe, 75.93. Yep, 75.93. So we will be setting a sell stop right here, right? And I have this again is a negative risk to reward strategy. It's going to be a 40 tick stop loss, and it's going to be a 40 tick TP. Like I said, I'm going to be working on the 1-to-1 strategy because I know how like negative risk to reward can like be or seem, or it could just be a big adjustment to like a lot of traders. Basically, the third rule is just to wait. Right, wait until one of them gets hit, and then once one of them gets hit, you're gonna cancel the other order. So let's say you have a buy stop right here and you have a sell stop right here, right? Let's say it went to the buy side, which it did in this example. So what you want to do is this sell stop that you have here, gonna have an X coming right here or something like that. You want to click on that X, and it's gonna completely get rid of the sell trade because you're gonna be in a buy. So once you're in that buy trade, obviously the next Renko box is gonna print right here. So what you are anticipating is since this is going to be the first like direction where, you know, New York Stock Exchange open, you are anticipating another Renko box after whatever your entry box is. So like I said, this was the identifying box that we identified, the first box before 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then boom, we are waiting for our direction to occur. It occurred to the buy side. So this is going to be technically our entry right here. So what we are looking for here is another box to the upside, right? And when it came right here, this was another 20 tick movement. So we won our trade. Basically, we're just like taking advantage of that New York Stock Exchange volatility, that pressure, because like I said, 9:30 happened right here. And then you can see that it continued in this upwards direction, and that's why I set my box size or my tick size to 20 when it comes to trading micro crude oil, because I was just going through a whole bunch of numbers and seeing which one was the best when it came to the New York Stock Exchange, right? The New York Stock Exchange volatility, I was just trying to see like a good average of, okay, is it gonna move like up like after this time, or is it gonna move down after this time? You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get a good average of like the movement and stuff like that. And the thing with this strategy too is this strategy won 11 times in a row. Now, is that gonna happen all the time? Obviously not, but the fact of the matter is that it was very, very consistent over time. And let's say that I traded my strategy as soon as I started this account, right? I would have got funded and I would have got to the payout stage, right? You know what's the past is the past. I'm not really like focused on it, but when it comes to looking at past data, bro, that's when I start to, you know, my eyes are open when I like see what the chart has been doing, what it like hasn't been doing. You know what I'm saying? The data is really important. So after I saw it win literally 11 times in a row, I'm like, okay, let me tap in with the strategy more. You know what I'm saying? So basically that's all we're doing. We're just taking advantage of like the New York Stock Exchange volatility. We're gonna move on to the next date. So this right here happened at February the 12th. So we're gonna go to the 13th. All right, so this is the 13th right here. This box occurred at 9:07. This box occurred at 9:40, right? So we're gonna be focusing on the 9:07 box, because in the midst of here to here, in between here, 9:30 had already occurred. So this isn't even a thing yet, right? We are focusing on this one. So what are we going to be doing? We are going to be setting 20 ticks to the upside and 20 ticks to the downside. Obviously you could see this went to the downside, so 20 ticks from the bottom of the box, right, is at 77.29, so it will be 77.09, right? Boom, our sell stop entry will be right here. So once we get that sell stop entry, you can see that price like went down and it made this box. That means we're in a trade. And this is why I love Renko, bro, like, because if you looked at, you know, my previous video, my other like first futures video, bro, all I literally need is one box after my entry and I'm good. It's something so simple, bro, where it's like you really don't gotta like look at too much. You're just looking at the box print, right? You know what I'm saying? And once we get our entry right here, what do we get? One box right here. That's why I'm saying that Renko really works best for negative RR in my opinion. With a 1-to-1 RR, you would need 2 boxes to print. Right here, you can just see that this only printed 1 box and then it continued in another uptrend, right? So ideally from like a Japanese candlestick like point of view, this isn't an ideal trade because this will be counter trend. But with Renko, because we are going for that negative RR and we need that short move, we won this trade right here. So this was the entry, this was the TP, and my stop loss was right here, right? Like I said in my last video, when I want my stop loss to hit is when I see the opposite color. So that's why, let's say my entry is right here and my stop loss is right here. That's why I have it set for my stop loss to be right here, because let's say price came from here and it went all the way right here, right? It would have like made another green Renko box and then I would have got out the trade. So that would have hit my stop loss. So once I see the opposite color, I already know like the volatility is going to the opposite side. That's why I have my stop loss and my TPs and my entries set when a box is printing. Does that make any sense? I really hope that makes sense. That's going to be February the 13th. So let's go over to the 14th. All right, so where are we at? This is going to be 8:24 a.m. This is going to be 8:45 a.m. This is going to be 9:37 a.m. right? So from the midst of this box and this box, in between, 9:30 had already occurred, right? So when 9:30 already occurred, we are focusing on this box right here. So what are we doing? We are printing 20 ticks from the top and 20 ticks from the bottom. So let's start with the bottom. So from here, it will be at 77.81. So we will be printing a sell stop at 77.61. From the top, it is at 78.01. So now we will printing 20 ticks up from this, which is going to be 78.21, which is right here. Where did price go? It went to the upside. So since price went to the upside, we are going to be anticipating another green Renko box. So boom, this is going to be our entry right here. Our stop loss is going to be right here and our TP is going to be right here. What did it do? It hit my TP. That's another trade right there. One, that's going to be February the 14th, right? Let's keep it moving. We're going to go to the next date. All right, so February the 15th. Shout out my mom. It's my mom's birthday right there. February 15th. This is at 9 a.m. This is at 9 a.m. This is at 9:46, right? So if I remove the lines from my cursor from here to here, in the midst of these two boxes, 9:30 has already occurred. So when 9:30 occurred, we are focusing on this one because this is the last box or the last Renko box that printed before 9:30. So what are we doing? We're setting 26 up and we're setting 20 ticks down. The bottom of this is going to be at 76.48. So we are going to be setting a sell stop at 76.28. which is right here. Boom, our sell stop is right there. For the upside, the top of the box, this is at 76.68. So we're going to be setting a buy stop order at 76.88, which was right here. Boom. Where did price go? Price went to the upside. So we are riding that pause. We are following that 9:30 volatility, that New York Stock Exchange volatility towards the upside. So from here to here, we had an entry. What are we doing? We are anticipating another Renko box right after our entry. Tree right here, stop loss will be right here, and TP will be right here. What happened? The trade won. You know what I'm saying? In the matter of just like following that New York Stock Exchange volatility, bro, it's very, very powerful, man. I just never knew how to like utilize it, but with Renko, bro, it's really starting to make sense. So let's just go ahead and go to the next setup. All right, so February the 16th, right? So where we at? We're right here. This happened at 9:01 a.m. This happened at 9:20 a.m. and this happened at 9:49 a.m. So in the midst from here to here, 9:30 has already occurred, right? So what are we gonna do? We are gonna set 20 ticks to the upside from the top and 20 ticks to the downside from the bottom. So if we start right here, this was 78.01,
76.07, right? So we're going to be setting a buy stop order at 78.27, which will be right here. From the bottom of the Renko box, it is at 77.87, if I believe right. So we're going to be setting a sell stop at 77.67, which is going to be right here. Where did price go? It went to the downside. So what are we looking for? We are looking for another Renko box after our entry. Our stop loss is right here, entry right here, TP right here. What did it do? It won. You know, the trade won, literally. This is a perfect example of you can actually go for a one-to-one if you wanted to. But like I said, I'm just comfortable with just getting that one box and I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I took my trade, everything cool, right? But if you were to go for a one-to-one, the entry would have been right here, stop loss would have been right here, right? Although it printed another Renko box right here, the stop loss was up here. So it never hit my stop loss. And then it printed the same like kind of Renko box it did over here, and then it printed another one, and then it went back up to the upside. You see what I'm saying? Like, me personally, that's what I'm saying, that negative risk to reward with Renko is really like the best, because you're getting that boom, that quick move, and then you're out. So this is the 23rd. So from here, this is 8:30 a.m. From here, this is 8:52 a.m. From here, this is 9:20 a.m. From here, this is 9:27. Boom, this is 9:40, right? So from the midst of this Renko box and this Renko box, 9:30 has occurred right here, doing 20 ticks from the top and 20 ticks from the bottom, right? I believe this one is the 12th trade, right? Everything before it was, I believe, 11 trades in a row, if I'm not mistaken, right? Now, the very first time I traded the strategy was this day, right? It's crazy. It's really crazy because I back tested it and I see like, okay, wow, this is on an 11 streak. Obviously, like, winning streaks aren't going to occur forever. You're going to have to lose eventually, right? I literally traded this strategy literally on the day of loss, which is crazy, you know, I know, but I knew like the consistency, the data rate of this strategy, so I still wanted to like keep on trading it, and that's why I'm presenting it live to y'all on YouTube. You know, on Friday I did lose this strategy. This was like the first loss, bro, the first loss. So from here, this is the box we're going to be focused on. So we're going to be doing 20 ticks to the upside. So from the top is going to be 77.12, where we printing our buy stop at 77.32, right? Go from the downside. From here, this is at 76.92, where we printing our sell stop 76.72, right? It should be right here. So boom, our entry would have been right here, our stop loss was right here, and our TP, I believe, was at 70. Where is it? Our TP should be 76.52, was right here. Yep, right here. As you can see, you know, price hit my stop loss. And this was literally, like I said, the very first loss after an 11 win streak, right? Yeah, I'm recording this after I already like took my live trade, so you're gonna see like more data. And, you know, this is kind of perfect because like this is the next day, right? This is actually like currently today, the 26th of February, and this is literally the candle that I entered off of. I cut this off perfectly because y'all don't know anything that happened after this, bro. We are actually gonna roll into like the live trading, so that's gonna be my strategy. You know, if you have any like questions about it, like if you're confused or anything, which I feel like this is probably like the most like straightforward strategy that I've actually ever traded, and maybe I'll add some things along the way, like more confluences to like, you know, verify my entry and my trades and all that stuff. Now this is how I'm trading the New York Stock Exchange oil strategy. So yeah, so we're gonna get right into the live trading video. So let's go ahead and see what happened after, you know, this right here, you know, a little cliffhanger, you know what I'm saying, a little cliffhanger. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. All right, so currently it is 9:18, and we're going to be looking for the last box that occurs before 9:30. So basically, so far is this box, right? If this box is the last one to occur before 9:30, we are going to be setting a 20 tick sell stop and a 20 tick buy stop, and that's pretty much all the strategy really is, just going off of that 9:30 New York Stock Exchange volatility. So yeah, I'm gonna come back to y'all whenever I set my my buy stop and my sell stop, and we're gonna get this live started. So let's get it. Currently 9:28, right? And it just printed a red Renko box, so this most likely is going to be the box that I'm taking my buy stop and buy sell stop on. I might as well just print it right now, low-key, because like I said, it's already 9:28. So from the top of the box, it's going to be 76.44, so we're going to be printing one at 76.64, because what's 44 plus 20? 64. From the bottom of the box, it should be 76.24, so we will be printing one at 76.04. So we're gonna place a sell stop. And I know this looks kind of crazy. Let me move my cursor. This red line right here is gonna be my sell stop order. So once it comes right here, it's gonna get me in a sell. This green line right here is going to be my buy stop order. So once it gets right here, it's going to get me in a buy. And the reason why all these lines are right here is because it's showing me like my TP and my stop loss for each order I place. So yeah, we're just going to see which one gets tapped first. Like I said, 9:30 volatilities, New York Stock Exchange. And yeah, whichever order gets first, I'm going to cancel the other order. And that's how the strategy is going to go. It's literally like, all right, there we go. I'm going to cancel this. Let me bring up the P&L thing. All right, so I just like zoomed in the charts for y'all so y'all can really see it. And yeah, so this is my TP, this is my stop loss. So tap me in at 76.65. Just a little tick spread. That's cool. Trust me, compared to Forex, bro. Trust me, bro. This is marvelous. 76.85 for my TP. And then 76.24 for my stop loss. You know, as soon as it makes the other color, I'm out. You know, I'm out the trade. So that's how this is gonna go. And yeah, we're just gonna see what happens, honestly. When you enter in the wrong lot size, just chill, bro. When you got in the wrong entry, just chill. Like, bro, you're literally in this process to learn. You got to keep doing this over and over and over again, right? This day after today, it's not going to matter, bro. Whether it's a win, whether I have like a 100K win, 100K day, that's not really going to matter. It's really not. I mean, it is. Like, I can't sit here and like lie, like try to be all like big and bad, not show emotions to a 100K day. Yes, but you're gonna have to do it again. That's where my mindset is focused on. I'm just really on like grind mode, bro. Like, the job really isn't finished, bro. Like, shout out Kobe, bro. Like, it's not finished. You're gonna have to keep doing this. You're gonna have to keep performing over and over and over again. So it's really nothing to get like, you know what I'm saying, too like amped up over, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you see what I'm talking about with that 9:30 volatility, man. Like, that's just crazy. Let me make sure I'm recording. All right, cool. That would have been crazy. But you see how the 9:30 volatility, the New York Stock Exchange, is just really pushed up into this direction, bro. Like, okay, this printed a buy box, right? Boom. You see the volatility, it just already like basically at my TP, basically, you know what I'm saying? Renko, bro, you really do not see a lot of people trading Renko. There's only like a few, and I'm one of those few people on YouTube that's trading Renko. So it printed the other box. So technically my trade is up. So even though I think because I have my TP a little bit higher, I'm gonna just take the trade, honestly. Like, you know, when you see the box print, this is what I was saying in my last video. When you see the box print, like it printed another color, whether it goes up here or it comes all the way up here, once you see that other box print, bro, you're good. You know what I'm saying? That's honestly what I do with this strategy, bro. Like right here, it came like a little bit up. I believe my TP was like right here, so it would have got me out the trade either way. But you know, I had my rules, I had my confluences, I followed them, all that good stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all it is really to it. So that's gonna be my New York Stock Exchange oil strategy. As you can see, we are a little bit over, I want to say like 1.3% on my account. So realistically, if I'm putting this in like more numbers, I would need about four more trades just like this to pass and to get funded 30K, right? The last strategy video that I posted with MES or micro E-mini for the S&P, I'm gonna be trading that on my personal account, and then for this strategy, I'm gonna be trading this on my challenge account, right? That's really all I got for this video, bro. So you know, if you liked it, you know, go ahead and drop me a like and subscribe. If you did it, you know, do what you gotta do, and until next time, stay blessed, stay safe, all that good stuff, and I'm out.